Your destination is Pandora's Labyrinth of Deceit. The Reapers certainly hit it well.
What are you talking about? I don't see anything. Whoa!
And here we have a space pocket. In you go.
Okay. This is getting weird.
You'd have to be pretty out there to base your operations in a place like this.
Well, Pandora has always been pretty out there.
It's true. The goddess of calamity even looks pretty out there. I guess it's no surprise that the path to her would be as twisted as she is.
Twisted? I'd say unhinged is more like it. What's that?
Pandora's Labyrinth of Deceit.
Whoa.
This is not what I expected.
See ya.
You have to watch out for those red posts.
This is crazy.
Tricky. A false path. Pandora's trying to psych you out.
How does Pandora come up with this stuff?
Messing with people is what she does best.
Not again.
Uh-huh. Another psych out. Going down.
Okay.
Path branches up ahead. Tell you what, I'll let you decide which way to go this time.
Does that mean you don't know the way?
Oh my.
We can't let her get to us. I have to hustle before the power of flight runs out.
That would be problematic. You see, I can't extract you if Pandora's powers are still active.
I'll just pretend you didn't say that.
It's a Pandora ambush!
What? It's Pandora's time already?
No, I said Pandora. You know, the hand monster.
For a master at sea, that's pretty weak. A way out!
Now's your chance.
Wait a second. Whoa! I'm outside now?
This could be another trick.
But it all seems so real. This is confusing.
It isn't called the Labyrinth of Deceit for nothing, Pit.
The name is the only straightforward thing about this place.
The path branches again.
Is this a dead end?
Yes, no?
We're losing our grip here!
No, I just need to think.
Would you think a little faster, please?
I'm getting a handle on things now. Okay, watch out for the columns around you. They'll reflect your fire. Okay.
This is hurting my head.
I believe we're close to our target.
Then let's do this.
We're nearing the landing spot.
You're sure it's not another illusion, right? Huh? Ah! Ow.
Quite thrill seekers, aren't you?
Pandora, goddess of calamity.
We let ourselves in. Hope you don't mind.
No, please. Make yourselves at home. Doesn't bother me. But you should know that the whole goddess of calamity was really the old one. And new meanings are more grounded. Yoga, microbiology, reflexology.
Don't you need feet for that?
How dare you take that tone with me? Especially since calamity is really more your domain these days. It's really quite insulting.
There are so many doors.
And I'm sure there are just as many tricks.
No joy.
That's one of the oldest tricks in the book.
Gross! It's a giant bug!
It jumps out of the ground and emits a shockwave when it lands. And technically speaking, it's not a bug, it's an underworld gearing.
Thanks for the science lesson. Anything else I need to know?
You need to dodge its shockwaves.
No. What I need is a giant bug zapper. Where are we?
The Hall of Marvelous Moving Dolls.
Your delivery stinks. Say with feeling. This isn't public radio, you know.
Be careful with that moving wall.
We've got a delicious bit panini on the menu today.
So what's up with the walls in here?
Watch them carefully and try to time your movements. Look, an exotank.
Now that is one heavenly ride.
Technically, it's a vehicle of the gods. Why don't you take it for a spin? To get in, walk up to it and press the attack button. As you slide the circle pad, an arrow will appear by the exotank. That arrow shows you which way you're headed. Don't just take off. Use the touchscreen to face the direction you want to go. Then slide the circle pad forward. This should ensure a nice, stable ride for you.
Okay, thanks for the explanation.
Just always be looking ahead and facing the direction you want to go. To get out, tap the arrow on the touchscreen.
What's an exotank doing here anyway?
I wanted to get my driver's license, so I had a little parking lot to practice in. But then it hit me. How am I supposed to steer without hands?
How'd you build a parking lot without hands?
Hard work and determination.
Once you've practiced enough, go ahead and move on. Tap the arrow on the touchscreen to get out of the exotank.
refresh my memory. What am I doing here again?
Pandora has the Mirror of Truth, making her Medusa's most valuable commander.
What's the Mirror of Truth?
I'll bet Smarty Pants here knows the answer.
The Mirror of Truth makes a copy of whatever stands before you.
So, hypothetically speaking, you can turn one ice cream sundae into two?
And that's why you're one of the great minds of our time.
It copies what's in your heart and creates beings identical in nature. So what Pandora possesses is a way to create monsters on a catastrophic scale.
That's one way of looking at things.
Then it has the potential to make entire armies for Medusa. We have to destroy it! But wait, does the mirror copy the reflection's soul too? Or just the body?
That's a good question. Maybe Pandora will tell us.
Do I look like a strategy guide? In case you haven't noticed, this isn't the Ask Auntie Pandora hour!
She makes a good point, especially when she yells. What's this? The exit's moving away!
Maybe you should stop running in place then.
I guess it's bouncy time.
I don't trampolines without a touch of whimsy to my humble abode.
But you can't even use them.
So what? I thought it would be fun to watch people bounce around on them. And I was right. Even though this is the first time someone's made it this far.
Well, there's another achievement to throw up next to slaying Pandora.
Don't make me throw up.
This must be some sort of exotank racetrack. You might as well try it out since you're here. Use the attack button to get in. Next to the starting point. Take it up to move forward.
You know I appreciate your help, Lady Palutena. I'd be totally fine without all this hand-holding, too.
That's right. Hand-holding is strictly prohibited here. Not to be rude, but I have to project a certain aura of toughness.
We understand. Rules of being a boss.
Is this a dead end?
I guess you better turn back.
No, it's a trick. There's an invisible path you can walk on.
Do you have to ruin everything? Honestly.
Shoot downward in front of you to reveal the path.
Ah, so there is a path. Thanks.
Pandora's just up ahead. It's time for you to destroy the Mirror of Truth.
You made it! Yay!
Pandora! Underling of Medusa floating before me! It's time for you to atone for your crimes! I am Pit, servant of the Goddess of Light! And you are history!
What was that all about?
Okay, whatever. Do what you gotta do.
What kind of attitude is that to have? I can take anything but indifference.
What's the point of getting worked up? What's the point of anything, really?
Quite an existentialist view for a ball of vapor. It doesn't seem like you're doing much damage to Pandora. Meleeing her bombs back at her will be more effective. Try that.
Okay. I'll give you what you came for. Here it is, the Mirror of Truth.
Pit, you have to destroy that mirror!
Ah! Huh? What the? Hey.
Let's get right to introductions. This here is Dark Pit. He'll be your escort out of this life.
Speak for yourself.
You fool! You were created to serve me! Your opponent's over there!
You're a boss, Pandora, but you're not my boss. Wait, so was creating Dark Pit part of Pandora's plan all along?
Having an angel can come in handy, and he's quite the little scrapper, isn't he? Use his scrapitude to your advantage and take down Pandora together.
The mirror of truth is just that. It reflects the truth. It seems that under that cute veneer of yours, Pit, your actions are quite ferocious.
You don't know anything about me. And that's that! Took you long enough. That's for ripping off my look. I'm the original here.
What are you doing?
Just making sure Pandora's powers don't go to waste. He can fly?
If he has Pandora's powers, he could be allied with Medusa. We need to follow him. I've located Dark Pit.
Where is he? Ow! Look who finally caught up. What is your problem? You with the Underworld Army? Is that why you have it out for me? Don't be ridiculous. I just don't like the idea of someone copying my act. What? But you're a copy of me! Come on now, think about it. If I was a copy, why would I kick my own butt? Great, now the Underworld Army's here too.
You're a real go-getter, Dark Pit. I like that.
Is that so?
Yes, though I am curious how you plan to best your doppelganger. Of course, destroying Pit would be a snap with a little help from me.
Don't make me laugh.
Did I say something funny?
You've got me confused with the other guy. This Pit is no pawn. I'll take care of him. But only after I finish you!
Now this is a little bizarre.
I know, right? The mouth on the guy. I'd never talk like that.
That's not what I meant.
Sorry, he can be a little thick.
The Mirror of Truth created Dark Pit, so his allegiance should be to the Underworld Army.
I wonder if the mirror cracked before the copy was complete.
So that explains it.
So if Dark Pit isn't with the Underworld Army, does that mean I don't have to fight him?
The problem is the Dark Pit is fundamentally wicked and destructive.
Yeah, tell me about it.
He will attack anything.
Does seem pretty aggro.
He was created from you, Pit. He could very well be manifesting your dark side. His very existence is unnatural. He must be eliminated.
Okay. I mean, it's still weird to me, but it makes sense when Let me get this straight. The Mirror of Truth was replicating monsters. So now that it's broken, the Underworld Army can't generate new troops, right?
If that were the case, their numbers would be shrinking, but that's not happening.
Where else can Medusa be getting her reinforcements from?
I really don't know, but there's something very strange about them.
Like their faces?
I'm talking more about their interiors. Basically, their souls.
So how do we get to the bottom of this?
Well, one thing's for certain, Medusa is the source of all this trouble. But Dark Pit presents the more immediate threat. For now, just keep the heat on him.
So you two defeated Pandora,
Of course.
You don't seem too upset that we took out one of your top commanders, Medusa.
Pandora may be gone, but her powers live on in Dark Pit.
Another astute observation from the supreme leader of the Underworld.
My, aren't you prickly? Even so, your power of flight seems to outlast Paluta's.
I can't say I'm not envious.
Don't let her get to you.
However, who's to say that his power won't eventually run out?
Yeah. After all, your flight power only lasts for 5 minutes.
Pretty horrendous fuel economy, huh?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like that.
I guess we're both bad at flying.
Look over there!
What's he doing with that?
Using me for target practice!
Not bad, not bad.
What is that place?
They look like ruins of some sort.
I better land soon.
And I'd better get started on deploying my troops.
Come on! Is that really necessary?
Somewhere within these ruins is Pit 2.
Gesundheit?
No, Pit 2. As in Pit 2. As in Dark Pit. Pretty great nickname I came up with, huh?
But not as great as Patootie, right? Right? Anyway. So, the plan is to find Pitu and take him out.
Correct. He might try to escape, but we can't let him get away.
Understood!
Pitu could be anywhere, but following Underworld troops might lead you to him. They're none too pleased with Pitu for absconding with Pandora's powers. If you feel lost, go back to the fountain. From there, you have 4 possible paths. Patu should be down one of them.
Hey, what's that hunk of metal?
It's a cherubot. Get up close and use the attack button to get in.
Yeehaw! This is great!
The cherubot is both armor and weapon. Even jumping in it packs a punch. Tap the icon on the touchscreen to do a jump and emits a shockwave when you land.
Cherubot, you're my new best friend! Don't tell Lady Palutena.
Patu is on top of the mountain up ahead.
How'd he get up there?
I don't know, but he's targeting you with a sniping staff, Pit. The most important thing is to stay out of harm's way.
Phew! It was kind of tiring making it all the way there. See ya! He got away!
It's okay, he couldn't have gone far. We need to stay after him. I'm sensing that he's in an open area.
It's a shame that Patu is so obnoxious. Just think of all the stuff you could get done with more than one of yourself.
That's a good idea. Having a bunch of pits could come in handy.
But you would never abuse your power, right?
Of course I would. That's part of the goddess job description.
I should have gone to school for goddessry. So where's all this food always coming from?
I thought you might want a little snack. Plus, it's fun leaving surprises for you.
Oh, thanks. You're always looking out for me. Nothing works up an appetite like dodging enemy fire.
Are you a little lost? There should be a path from the fountain to an open area.
Katui spotted! Trying to escape again?
You only need to defeat him one more time. He's headed for the area by the fountain. Stay on him.
Can't get out of here! Now what?
I guess you'll just have to abandon the Cherubot.
Oh man, but I love Cherubot!
Unfortunately, it won't fit through tight spaces. Tap the arrow on the touchscreen to get down.
Do this! Bring it, puppet! Who are you calling a puppet? Palutena says jump, you jump. She says fight, you fight.
Sounds like a very satisfying existence. For her, that is.
I have absolute faith in Lady Palutena.
The mirror of truth doesn't lie. I'm a reflection of your true self. So maybe your faith in her isn't quite so absolute after all.
What would you know about faith anyway, you treacherous Blackheart? Lady Palutena always guides me the right way. That's why I follow her. In the mirror of truth you mentioned, it's nothing more than a pane of lies. Pandora was just using it as bait.
Looks like I touched a nerve. Me against the puppet dog protest too much.
Will you give it a rest already? Okay, fine. Do what you want.
Rather, keep doing what she wants.
But I, for one, refuse to be a puppet. These wings take me wherever I want. I did it! This isn't over yet. I went easy on you this time. Wait!
No, let him go. He's in for a big fall. And we need to get back to stopping Medusa.
duty calls, and Pit answers.
We need to refocus our efforts on Medusa. So today's target is Thanatos, god of death.
Thanatos? You mean the Thanatos? Wait, who's Thanatos again?
Back in the 80s, Thanatos took the form of a snake on Medusa's head. He's quite the chameleon, you see, and that was his look back then.
Great fashion sense. But as god of death, he must be a big deal in the underworld army.
He possesses a key to the underworld, and he's leading Medusa's invasion of the sea.
So I'll be fighting his forces in the sea? How am I supposed to do that?
Just use your gills. Tell me, Pit, how are you with brachial respiration?
Oh, no worries. I minored in brachial respiration. Wait, you're crazy.
Okay, just hold your breath in for about 2 hours.
I said you're crazy! I smell the ocean.
We're heading to Thanatos' base, the Seafloor Palace.
You were kidding about holding my breath, right?
Watch and learn, pupil. Witness the true power of the Goddess of Light. Ready, set, dum-da-da-da!
Whoa! You've outdone yourself, Lady Palutena.
Next up, the Seafloor Palace.
This is just one more bullet point on your already impressive resume.
What can I say? I'm an overachiever.
Oh, now. Just 1 second there, lassie.
Huh?
Oh! Lord Poseidon!
This my take. Lies don't become a lady.
I'm sorry. Can't a goddess have a little fun?
So that sea parting business was...
'Twas obviously mine, boy.
Pull off an attack on the Seafloor Palace. I went to the sea god himself.
It all makes sense now.
I wouldn't allow anyone else to part my opening. In fact, I've half a mind to put it back together.
No, please don't do that.
We're going deeper now.
Despite your mischievous ways, you should know you have my full support.
Much obliged, Lord Poseidon.
It was bad enough when the dark forces were contained in the underworld, but extending their reach to the sea and land is completely unacceptable. As the goddess of light, it falls on you to destroy them. I have faith that you will.
You have my word.
And mine too. I guess this used to be a city?
Yes, but I sunk it long ago.
Sunk it? That's a bit extreme.
Humans consist of equal parts hubris, envy, and deceit. Sometimes one has to put them in their place.
This coral is so beautiful.
True. But don't forget the old saying that every coral has its thorns.
I'm pretty sure you're thinking of roses.
And I'm pretty sure I'm thinking of coral. We've arrived at the ocean floor. Only a little longer until we reach the palace. From there, we'll defeat Thanatos and take his key to the underworld.
Seafloor Palace. I thought it'd be covered in barnacles and kelp, but it's actually very nice.
I'll be closing up the sea now. It should wipe out any underworld stragglers.
Just give us one more moment.
Please! I'm not wearing a life vest!
The sea is closed now.
My work here is finished. Good luck, you two.
Thanks for your help.
Oh, goody! Yes! Protecting an impregnable fortress. Take it awfully closely.
Is that you, Thanatos?
Actually, I go by Thanatos now. The extra H is for amazing!
Have we met before?
Oh, I'm wounded! Truly I am. I know it's been a while, but surely you haven't forgotten your old foe.
Sorry. There's just so many foes and only one of me.
You know we've crushed Medusa's other commanders, Thanatos. Just give us the key to the underworld and we won't be forced to harm you.
Woo-hoo-hoo! Impatient as always, I see. But since you've come all this way, wouldn't you like to stay and catch up for a bit? Oh, pretty please!
So you're not going to give up the key?
No need to get all huffy now. I'll have you know that I much prefer honey to vinegar, and I prefer witty repartee to any condiment.
This is getting nowhere. Our goal here is to track down Medusa, right?
Yes, Thanatos is basically Medusa's right-hand man. That's why he has the only key to the underworld.
I have no such thing. None whatsoever. Honestly.
How did this guy get to be Medusa's second in command?
Beats me. Seniority?
Hello! It's rude to exclude!
Okay, if Thanatos won't give up the key, we'll have to take it from him.
The longer we wait, the more we have to lose. We need to strike soon. We only have a little way to go, so buckle down.
I'm buckled and ready.
Yoo-hoo! Can you hear me? I'd like to be part of this conversation, please!
Shut it already!
Me? But you've been talking this whole game!
The grind rails run parallel to each other, so you can switch between them. Stay focused on what's coming up.
Is that a hole up there?
Uh-oh. Everything okay?
Just surprised me.
There are more holes in the floor around you, so be careful. It makes us both look bad when you fall. Oh, and it hurts too.
Weren't we here already?
Yes, but there's good news. A new path has appeared. Follow it to move forward. wish my domain had a skating rink.
Yeah, it's really great. An elevator. Well, that's convenient.
Going up. Now approaching the second floor.
This play-by-play really isn't necessary.
Now approaching the third floor. Are you two ignoring me?
Just your run-of-the-mill trapdoor. Shake it off and keep moving. See that mollusk-like enemy? It's called a Vacloon.
So what's its deal?
It absorbs the energy of ranged shots and then fires it back at you as a laser. Until it fires at you, though, it remains protected by an armored shell.
Well, if it's hungry for shots, the only thing to do is shoot it. I'll get it out of that shell any way I have to. What's this?
Looks like a moving platform. Stay on it.
Let me jazz things up for you a smidge. We do have to keep things interesting. Keep on trooping, little trooper.
I'm curious about something, Thanatos.
Yes?
You are the god of death, are you not? And if the underworld is the land of the dead, why don't you outrank Medusa?
I'm not really interested in climbing the corporate ladder. You wouldn't believe the amount of overtime you have to put in. Plus, that sort of strict hierarchy isn't the underworld style.
You're avoiding my question.
What was that? You seem to be cutting out. La 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 la, I can't hear you.
It's hard to get a good read on him. I can't tell if he's weird or just dim.
Oh.
should be in the next room over.
Oh, goody! You let us get to the fisticuffing!
Oh, I must have dozed off there. Oh, waiting around is such exhausting work.
Heroes always arrive late on the scene!
Thanatos is a skilled chameleon. Don't be surprised if he changes into a spider or scorpion or cockroach or tick, or a moth or lizard or leech or tapeworm or centipede or bat or snake or cat.
But a cat would be kind of cute, right?
I'm tempted to king! King!
That's not even what a bat sounds like!
Whoop, 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 whoop.
And neither is that! This is getting really annoying really fast!
I'm just gonna catch a few things here. By the way, your attacks are really fast.
There must be some way to hurt him. Why don't you try hitting those skulls back at him?
Slicity dies! Dicity dies! Snappity snap 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 snap!
No need to sound so gleeful!
Maybe you can get the sword to hit the spears when they're in the ground.
Crushing victory!
Crushing defeat!
This is our key to the underworld.
And I just have to hold it?
More or less, but first we have to get you geared up for the final battle.
Thank you.